My favorite phones, the best iPhones ever made, but I think the hardest question, the one for Apple, is to prove to people why you need to upgrade from last year's devices. The iPhone 10, this isn't a huge upgrade from that, at least visually. You've got the gold, you've got the larger 6.5-inch screen, but then there's a lot of things under the hood that are big advancements. So better speakers, waterproof. They actually have dual SIM cards.
Wait, back that up.
Yeah, so I put it in the pond yesterday. I think we had a picture. I don't know if you,
Not water
you have
resistant.
it on there. But water resistant, yes, but IP68,
Waterproof?
so it can be 3 feet of water for 30 minutes, which is pretty impressive.
30 minutes?
Yeah, so I threw it in the pond back at headquarters yesterday, which was pretty fun.
Wow, and it's that one is the one that still works?
Yes, yeah, it was actually this one that was in the pond. That's it right there.
Holy cow. Look,
yeah, hanging out.
You may have a tough time in convincing people who already have the X or the 10 or whatever you want to call it. I don't have that yet, and I'm going to jump right over the X to one of these.
That's what I think you should do. I think if you have the money, you want the best iPhone, grab the iPhone XS Max. That's this big one with the 6.5-inch screen. I just like the bigger display. Otherwise, check out the iPhone XS. But then people who are on a budget might want to wait until October when the iPhone XR comes out. I saw that in Cupertino last week. I think it's a nice phone. There's only some small sacrifices. It doesn't have the steel sides. It doesn't have the zoom camera. It's not as water resistant, but it's still a really good phone.
And how much does that one
Big
cost?
upgrade. That'll start at $749.
Does it feel zippier than, like, so I have
It's
the 10,
fast,
I have the X.
Yeah.
Is this that much zippier than this?
No, I don't think you and I sitting here playing with the phones are going to see a huge difference. But if you're coming from 7, yeah, you're going to see a difference.
Okay, and
6,
the big first difference I notice is what do I do without the button on the phone?
Okay, so slide up from the bottom of the screen, and we have some how-tos on the site.
We'll do a tutorial.
But that's a good point, because I think that's what we're seeing here from Apple, is removing away from the home button entirely, right? Okay. The 8 is now sort of phased out. It's still being sold, but it's not really the one I don't think they want you to buy. They want you to move on to this, the 10R, and the 10S, which all don't have the home button. And I think we might even see that with the iPads soon, too. Just put everything Face ID.
Is the camera that much better?
This is really your email.
Camera's awesome.
I'm seeing everybody you're sending emails.
That's all right. The camera's awesome. I think I have some sample photos. I don't know if you guys have them in there, but one of the cool things is now when you take one of those portrait mode pictures, I have my puppy here, you can adjust the background blur after the fact, which is something we haven't seen before, but it makes it look like a professional photo. And these actually blew me away over the weekend. I thought they came out really nicely. Oh, there's my puppy Mabel right there.
I want this.
She's a star.
Okay, so let me ask you something else. We just did a story about how Amazon is trying to reach more products to be in the home, to kind of be all over everywhere. They're trying to do the same sort of ecosystem that Apple has built up over time. How do you see that battle playing out? Who's got the pole position?
In the home, I think Amazon's winning that clearly with the Alexa. They also have a huge ecosystem of partners where, you know, Alexa's in everything from smoke detectors to light switches now, which is almost kind of creepy, if I'm going to be honest about it, because why do you need a Alexa in a smoke detector, or why do you need Alexa in a light switch? I don't understand. So if we see it in more products from Amazon like that, the big question is, why is Amazon so obsessed with getting inside of our homes?
You ever had an alarm, smoke alarm that won't stop beeping?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have it constantly.
Wouldn't you like to be
I'm
able
good
to
at
say
changing
shut
batteries
up?
and stuff, Joe.
Huh?
You want me to?
Sometimes even the batteries, it just goes haywire.
Yeah.
Or if you could ask it which one is missing instead of trying to change 30 different.
That's a good point. I guess if you could use them for diagnostics, like, Alexa, what's wrong with this product? Maybe, but I don't see
one
it
needs to
doing
be to have the battery replaced, because they all beep when one of them is
smoke
missing
detectors.
Or if you have some remodeling and they happen to leave one and close it up, that happened and for 2 months we couldn't find it. I mean, it's like the an Edgar Allan Poe thing. You think you might be going insane. You do. To hear that every 30 or 40 seconds, it's unbelievable. And the dogs,
the heartbeat under
dogs, you can barely hear it. But dogs, it's like the world is ending because that thing keeps going off. They're like, besides, well, you must know. What's her name? Mabel.
Mabel. Yep, that's the pup.
Okay, most important thing: battery life.
Battery life's really good. Hour and a half longer than the iPhone 10 on the 10s Max. That's 30 minutes longer, the 10s. I haven't been able to drain this except for when I was filming yesterday.